This is still running upstairs, and we're bone dry. Nothing dripped down onto the top of that, so we will go shut the shower off, and now we can close in the ceiling. Right here is the part of the video. If you look at the video that I uploaded about a year ago, and it's titled, "I Can't Believe You Just Did That." I think that's the title of it. You didn't think I was done and you went in there and used the toilet anyway?
Yeah, I'm like, I have a really bad stomachache at the moment. I had to,
Alright, well, I'm glad I got it fixed then.
yeah. It's like I couldn't even hold it.
Yeah, that would have been terrible, me having to work through that.
Yeah, I know. I tried.
This is where I was standing in that video. This is the same house, so check it out. It's pretty funny. Another mark on the list of completion. One less thing to do. On the screw gun. What? Mark where your hand is?
Yeah.
So we're putting 2 pieces of 1/2-inch drywall up here because that's about how thick the plaster is, and if we don't do it, it'll be recessed.
Durabond 90, baby.
This stuff is the bomb. You pack your seams full of this stuff and make sure it's smooth because you can't sand it. But this will harden like concrete, and this will never, ever crack for your customer. This will be the best patch you've ever done. So I was going to show you using what you would know as a compass. You know, it's usually shaped like a V as a point with pencil, and you use it in grammar school to draw circles with. I was going to use one of them to show you how to get the arc. I want to draw an arc across here, and I wanted to show you how to do it with one of them. But the problem is, I can't really do that because my large compass, or scribe as I call it, is in the shop, and I don't have it with me. So I have another tool that's a very technical tool, and you can probably find these on Amazon and stuff, but I'm going to show you how I can draw an arc using this tool. It's called a lampshade, and this is highly technical. Of course, I'm kidding about the technical part, but we're going to bring this right up so it's nice and even on both sides like that, and just going to draw the line. See how technical that was? That's the center. And we'll come over here and we'll measure to an even number. It's 12. 6 is the center. And we'll do the same thing over here. Could be 12. 6 is the center. We can line that up with both of those lines and draw our line. That's the center. So 4 3/4 inches divided by 2 is 2 3/8. So we have to come 2 3/8 off of center. And I'm not going to use the hook, I'm just going to bring it to a number. I'm going to bring it to 7. I'm going to go 2 3/8. So you're right on that line. I can't see. 2 3/8. Right there. And then same thing. Off that 7. We're going to come back 2 3/8. Right to there. And that should be 4 3/4 now between them. And it is. This is all coming out. This all stays. Just this comes out. If you want to get a real close fit, after you get the wood in there, just pack a little bit of Durabond or something right down in that seam and just drag it across. You can use wood putty as well, but that Durabond will work just as good as anything else. So you don't have to run to the store and get something else. Just pack the Durabond in, light sand afterwards, and then you can caulk the seam if you want to. If this is going to be a stain grade material, this will not work. You'll have to cut it tighter. All right, so I did this off camera. Nobody wants to just watch me do drywall every single day in every video. So this is the first coat. There's a tape coat. I let that dry for about an hour, and then I put I call it Q2, quality 2. It's a second coat of compound over the tape. Now that's gonna dry up over my vacation. My family and I'm taking them on vacation. We're gonna be out of state for a week. So that'll be ready when we get back. Notice how the corner where it's taped, I only did one side of it. I did the top because I did the top everywhere else. When I come back and I do a light sand on this, I gotta coat this part of it next. This also has a second coat on it. Everything's been sanded. Katana is here working on our bar top here for the pass-through window. And we sanded all the corners nice and round and filled all gaps and all nail holes, if you can see right there, with regular drywall compound, all purpose. Right over in there, there was a gap in here due to a mismeasurement. We filled that with Durabond 90, let that harden, and then went over it with all purpose. And it's nice and smooth now, and when it's painted, nobody will even know. Notice Katana's shirt. It says Penn's Cave. If you're in Pennsylvania or going to vacation here, Penn's Cave is up by State College, Pennsylvania, and it's a really, really beautiful trip. You go on a boat underground into a cave, and you get a tour guide that comes with you. Obviously, you don't operate the boat yourself, but it's really, really cool. And if I can find some video, I know I have some from when we went. If I can find some video, I will include it right here. Well, I couldn't find any video, so I'm sorry about teasing you with that, but it's still, it's a very cool place to go, and these pictures will have to suffice for the replacement of the video. I hope you enjoyed that. That's just a small glimpse at Penn's Cave. If you like stuff like that, it's really worth a visit. So we're gonna let Katana keep going here and getting this all painted up. The customer comes in. We like to wow her every time she shows up. We have a new milestone that we've passed here. We're ahead of schedule, and we want her to come in and be amazed every time. So this is the wow for this time, as well as the arch pretty much being done. And also the shower drain. The shower drain was a big one. That was a lead and oakum shower drain in a fiberglass shower. Very interesting. Probably the only one in the entire country, maybe the whole world. All right, so Katana's putting a second coat on. As you can see, Sherwin's paint, it's very streaky still. Look at it from down here, you probably can see it. It's just not really good quality paint. It will be enough to wow the customer when she shows up, because she's still got about 35-40 minutes left before she's here. And Katana, you got to run on this side, right over here in the corner.
I haven't done one of them yet.
All right. And this will be a wow feature for her. She wasn't expecting this. She didn't even ask us to do this. She just asked me to build the wall here. It was my idea to put this up here and to cut it so it wrapped around, so it looked like it went through the wall. Just think it's a nicer finish, kind of like a window stool. Your inside windowsill is actually called a window stool. And then the apron underneath. So after we paint this, I'll put an apron under here, which is a piece of trim on the underside, and that'll be white semi-gloss as well. So it finishes it off and hides the seam where the drywall meets. See up there, that seam? That'll be all hidden by the apron that we're going to install into there on both sides. All right, there might be a few of you out there wondering, how come you didn't use a paint roller? I mean, wouldn't it have been quicker just to roll that? Well, yeah, of course. Absolutely, it would have been faster. But I didn't want the stipple effect that a paint roller would put on there. When you put brush strokes on there, it looks better on a pass-through window than if it matches the texture of the wall. And that's the only reason. I'd like to give you a glimpse of what's in this refrigerator, but if I do, it's sudden death, and I'm going on vacation starting tonight, so I want to live long enough to enjoy that. This is like, you can smell the decaying food outside the fridge. It's not terrible. I mean, it's not good, but I mean, it's not permeating the whole room. But standing right here, you can get a very little bit of odor. So I know if I open that door, Even you guys at home are gonna keel over. All right, so there it is. There it is. We'll let that dry up. See what the customer has to say.